What up, it's me, A to Z, and we're back with more Pokemon Fire Red. Last time we finished our trek through Route 3, we made it to Mount Moon, and we began scaling the mountainside. And we went over a bunch of new Pokemon, and we're still not done. We still have a lot more Pokemon to go over. So now, let me just say, I went and healed my team, I went and stocked up on some more Pokeballs, and I bought these. Repels. Prevents weak wild Pokemon from appearing for 100 steps. So, if a wild Pokemon is lower level than you, and you use a Repel, you won't run into them. So, if you get your highest level Pokemon out and you put a Repel, you will not run into any wild Pokemon whatsoever. These come so much in handy for caves, and I'm just going to use one right here and right now. Oh, God. And with Charmeleon out front, I think I'm good to go. Anyway, yeah, this time we are going to finish our trek, and we found a rare... Way to start an episode, rare candy. If you give a Pokemon a rare candy, they will level up instantly. I would save it for when your Pokemon just hits a level and you want it to hit another level. So yeah, let's fight you. What do you got to say? What? Don't sneak up on me. I wasn't trying to. You walked up to me. I'll never understand the logic of these trainers. I'll never understand what they think sometimes. Magnemite. I guess I had the right Pokemon with me. So yeah, Magnemite is now part Steel type in this game, and Steel types hate fire, and Charmeleon ruins its life. So there we go. And he's gonna send out Voltorb. Let's keep Charmeleon out there. Let's get Charmeleon to level 19, why don't we? Let's just make Charmeleon as strong as we can possibly make him. Oh, almost one hit killed. Man, Charmeleon's really he's looking pretty buff, I gotta say. I'm definitely pretty excited for him. Anyway, finish him off with the scratch. And we're done. There we go. Level 19. There we go. And then trainer's done. So what was I talking about? My Pokemon won't do. So what was I talking about? All right, rare candies. They will, you'll level up obviously, but if you didn't get any EVs from fighting Pokemon, then you won't get those extra stat boosts. What are you doing here? Hi, I'm excavating for fossils here under Mount Moon. Sometimes Brock and Peter Jim lends me a hand. Good to know. And let's fight you. Wow, it's way bigger in here than I thought. I mean, it's a giant-ass cave filled with giant-ass monsters. Well, no, they're pretty small. Now that you think about it, sending out Oddish. Oh, our first grass type. That's not Bulbasaur. What do we do with grass types as Charmeleon? We burn them. We burn their little leaves, watch them dance around, crying for their non-existent mothers. Or no, their mothers do exist. Their mothers have been stripped from them by these cruel trainers. Pokemon's a really dark game if you think about it. Oh, Charmeleon. Charmeleon never change. Actually, no, do change. Change into your final form, please. Oh, I lost it. Alright, so I say we actually head down here. My repel's effect wore off. That's fine, because down here, there's one Pokemon I want to talk about, and I could have talked about it earlier because we did run into it in the floor above, but it has a 100% encounter rate here. Paris. Paris sucks. Paris really sucks. It's not good. It's a bug grass type. It's got a ×4 weakness to both fire and flying. And its stats just are not good. It's incredibly slow. It's pretty damn frail. It's not a good Pokemon. It's really not. The only upside it has is that it can learn Spore, which is a 100% accurate sleeping move. That's really it. Other than that, Paris and Parasect are just... Parasect's not good. Parasect is really just a bad bug type. I would say it's even worse than like Butterfree Beedrill. God, that grass type does not help it. Other than Spore, its move pool is definitely lacking. It's not a good Pokemon. It's really not. And it has high physical attack, which I don't understand why a grass type would have high physical attacks. And bug types don't have a good attacking move pool yet. Things like X-Scissor don't exist. So Paris really just struggled. Paris is not a good Pokemon. Paris and Parasect are just bad. Really, the only thing worth it would be for the Spore. Anyway, so we've made it down here, and we see a very suspicious looking individual. And he notices us. We, Team Rocket, are Pokemon gangsters. We strike fear with our strength. So ladies and gentlemen, the introduction of our antagonists, Team Rocket. Blasting off at the speed of light, sending out a Sandshrew. Oh, I guess a good thing I got Charmeleon with me. Use Ember, because you'll one-hit KO it, because it has horrible special defense. Charmeleon is just killing everything, and it's not to level 20. Charmeleon, I'm so proud of you. You have no idea. And he's trying to learn Smoke Screen. You know, anything's better than Growl. We don't use Growl at all. I guess if we wanted to be cheap, we could use Smoke Screen. Anyway, next up is going to be Rattata. Let's throw out Nidoran. Because we can. Anyway, there's one last Pokemon we can go over here, and I'm going to go over it a little bit later. But it's Pokemon that we've seen already. It's Pokemon that Training already had. Freaking Quick Attack. Fine, go ahead. I feel like I should have bought some potions, but if I could show you guys my wallet, not my real life wallet, my in-game wallet, you'll see that I'm pretty broke right now after the bin shopping that I just did. And Nidoran hits level 16. Good job, Nidoran, I'm proud of you. Alright, Zubat. Pikachu? Pikachu. Let's do it. Alright, Pikachu. Zap this little bat to oblivion. Show him what we do to one of the most annoying Pokemon. Oh, man. I remember I was going over Zubat, you know, like when I recorded this episode. Zubat, like I said, it's not bad, you know, it can be decent. It's just, they're annoying. They're all over the goddamn place. They're in every cave, and this is not the only cave we're going to be going through. We're going to be seeing Zubats in every single cave that we go to, so just get used to it. Yes, you blew it. Pretty spectacularly. But, Nidoran's evolving! As soon as we got him, this is becoming a trend. Our Pokemon they evolve really, really quickly. Like, we caught Caterpie, we caught Weedle, and he evolved in the episode that we caught him. He evolved into Beedrill 2 episodes later. Caterpie evolves into Metapod, and then a Butterfree in the same episode. And now Nidoran's evolved in Nidorino. Alright. Ah, right, my repel ran out. Alright, who's out front? Melian? Okay. No, that's fine. We'll just run away. That's cool. We'll grab this item real quick. It's a Star Piece. Star Piece is a good selling item. Let's see. Let's get Pidgey out front, because we can. Because why not? We can probably just, we'll just fight we'll fight any Parises in our way. That's kind of why I didn't use the repel, because Parises are straight up Pidgey fodder. Times 4 weak, the flying, just, why would I not? Why would I not let Pidgey go to town? Also, Paris has an ability called Effect Spore, which, it's a pretty detrimental ability. There's a good chance that you can get the status condition if you make, any status condition if you make physical contact. Whether it's paralysis, poison, or sleep. Not burned, you can't get burned. How to get burned? How to get burned? Oh, not the Beedrills! Not the Beedrills! My eyes! You knew that was coming, guys. Alright, now we can use our repel. And we can head onwards. And we can fight some more suckers. Like you. Did you come to explore the cave too? I came to explore, but I also came to make progress. I don't want to be stuck in this cave for my life. Alright. Throwing out his Rattatats. You will get Quick Attacked. And you will not get one hit KO'd. That's fine. That's A-okay. I will just Quick Attack you right back. Alright, now we're kind of at the point where it's like I'm just reaching for words, really. Nidorino, you have your debut right now. I think it's about time we, you know, Nidorino should get some limelight right now. He just evolved. Like, this is his moment to shine. And to one-hit KO this Rattata with his double kick. And I'm starting to really, you know, form quite the team here. And we're only 6 episodes in. Alright, Zubat, Pikachu. That's what we do. Pikachu is our Zubat answer. If we just want to roast a bat on an open fire, just zap. Just zap. What else can I say? Alright, I think we're going to start getting to the point where I start skipping these trainer battles because you guys don't really want to see them. Although, to be honest, I haven't posted that many episodes yet. At the time of recording this, only episodes 1 and 2 are up. Yeah, I'm getting very far ahead in terms of recordings, just to be safe. So we head down here, we have another Team Rocket Grunt. We're pulling a big job here. Get lost, kid. Well, what kind of job are you pulling off? Are you catching every single Zubat? I'll pay you to catch all the Zubats in here and just to get rid of them so I never have to see them again. I already caught my Zubat. I don't want another one. I don't want to run into any of these bastards again. Quick attack will not kill. Oh, thank God, Supersonic missed. Okay, now I can talk about Confusion. Confusion is one of the most annoying status effects out there. Confusion, it's not a permanent status effect. Like, you'll get rid of it. Hey, Pidgey leveled up to level 18. But yeah, Confusion is pretty goddamn annoying. Like, it's one of those. Let me switch to Charmeleon now. But yeah, if you get hit by Confusion, you have a 50% chance of attacking yourself with a 40 power typeless move. So that's pretty much Confusion, is you hurt yourself. You have a 50-50 chance of hurting yourself instead of hurting the opponent. It'll wear off in 2 to 5 turns, and it wears off at the end of battle or if you switch out. So yeah, it's not permanent. Confusion is pretty goddamn annoying. So, you are good. You're right, I am good. I got a strong team of Pokemon! Another evolution! Pidgey 2? These evolutions are just happening like hotcakes right now. It's nuts. Now we're getting ourselves a Pidgeotto. God, my team is growing up so fast. It's insane. Pidgey evolved into Pidgeotto. That is awesome. We got a hell of a team right now. We got ourselves TM46, which is Thief. Thief is our first Dark type move, and Thief is actually not that bad. We get an Ether. Ether's recover PP of moves, which is just your power points, which is how many times you can use said move. Thief. Thief will actually steal the opponent's held item. And you can take it for yourself. Held items aren't as big in this game as they are in later games. You know, so moves like Thief and I guess Knockoff to that extent, they're not that huge. But in later games, they play more of a role. Anyway, let's talk to you, a hiker. Whoa! You shocked me! Oh, you're just a kid. Oh, well, thanks. Just a kid. You know, kids can do a lot in this world of Pokemon. Alright, Marco's sending out Geodude. Alright, now we're fighting rock types. And good thing our Nidorino knows a double kick. But it's not going to one-hit KO. Unfortunately. It is a shame, but what can you do? Oh, but he got poison. Sweet, I'll take it. Poison's probably not going to kill anyway. God, that's the thing. The thing, though, with rock types is that they take forever and a day to kill if you're using physical attacks because they have such massive physical defense. And they have a lot of resistances, too. But the thing is, again, if you pick Bulbasaur, Squirtle, which at this point, you'll have an Ivysaur or Wartortle. If you pick them, like, obviously you breeze through Brock's gym, which is why you're here at this point. But you'll also be breezing through here because rock types are a joke to you because they're times 4 weak. So at this point, you should have, like, Bulbasaur will definitely have Vine Whip, and Squirtle will definitely have Water Gun at this point. Like, how did you get through Brock's gym without those moves in the first place? Alright, now he's going to send out Onix. I've been neglecting Mankey. I feel kind of bad. Let's throw Mankey out there. Mainly because low kick. And Onix is heavy as all hell. And we saw that at level, I think he was level 10 when this happened. But, he was at level 10 when, he was at level 10. But, sorry. Train of thought ruined because I got a text. There you go, one hit KO. He's a level 10 fighting a level 14 Onix, and it almost one hit kill, but then again, Charmander did chip damage. There you go. Whoa! Shocked again! You guys probably heard that ding when I got that text message anyway. So we have an item here, and it's a Moonstone! So, we could theoretically evolve into Nidorino right here and now. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to wait a little bit before I evolve Nidorino. We just got him. We just got Nidorino. It'd be kind of stupid if we evolved him. Anyway, we head over here. And we've made it to the bottom floor. So I guess now talking about that Moonstone, I can finally bring up... There's a revive. You get... If your Pokemon's fainted, it'll come back and it'll have half its HP restored. Anyway, as I was saying, finally talking about the Moonstone, I can finally bring up Clefairy. Clefairy, the final Pokemon that you can find here in Mount Moon. Clefairy is It's very versatile. Clefairy, actually, I like it quite a bit. It's got, you know, just as wide of a move pool as Jigglypuff, but its stats are considerably better. Its stats are much more balanced. You know, and it's got pretty decent bulk. Like, its defensive stats are good enough, and it's got very respectable HP. And its attack stats aren't that bad either. Problem is, and also Clefable, everyone was most done in the Clefable, and it's pretty good. Problem is, Clefairy and Clefable are definitely not as good here as they are in later games. Like, Clefairy and Clefable, they're not fairies yet. Fairy types don't exist, and they don't have, you know, the massive amount of tools, you know, that they have in much later games. You know, setup moves like Stealth Rock, abilities like Magic Guard that prevent you from taking indirect damage. Clefairy doesn't have those yet. So it's not as good as it is in later games. Not saying it's bad, it's just, it's not as good as it is now. Would I recommend it? Probably. You know, if you want to go for it, go ahead and go for it. But it's average, really. It's okay. It's a hell of a lot better than Jigglypuff, I'll say that much. So we head up here and we have Surprise Rocket Grunt. We're actually coming up to the end of Mount Moon. I'm surprised. We got through this a lot quicker than I thought I would. Nidorino, should we keep you up front? Let's keep Nidorino up front because we can. We, Team Rocket, shall find the fossils. Reviving Pokemon from them will earn us huge riches. Oh, so you're excavating for fossils. Could you imagine if people did that in real life? Like if a criminal organization just went to some random caves and they're just digging for dinosaur fossils. And they're trying to, well, I don't even remember if they said they were trying to revive them. Future me will tell them. But just, first of all, in real world, reviving fossils is not possible. If it were, oh man. Can you imagine if we had real life dinosaurs walking around? Can you imagine the chaos that would incur? I don't want to imagine that. You want to imagine that? I don't want to imagine that. Alright. Butterfree, you just confuse the crap out of him. And not kill him. And not actually confuse the crap out of him. See, Confusion's actually a good psychic type move in it, because it has a good chance of confusing as well. Which, I guess I just wasn't that lucky, but whatever, we killed it. And Butterfree will level up. And Butterfree will learn Poison Powder, there we go. So there's another edge to Butterfree over Beedrill, is that Butterfree can learn these status moves. Not only are they good just in battle, they're very helpful for catching Pokemon. Butterfree is going to be invaluable to you for catching some Pokemon, especially a specific Pokemon coming later up. I will get to that later, but it's not that far off. Anyway, I see some fossils and I see this guy here. Hey, stop! I found these fossils. They're both mine! Excuse me, young man. Didn't your parents ever teach you about sharing? You know what they say. Sharing is caring. Hugs, not drugs. Alright, starting off with this Grimer. And we won't hit Charmeleon! Charmeleon! Dude. Charmeleon, please. Chill, buddy. And, so, Coughing, I'm probably gonna one-hit KO this thing, too. Because this Coughing doesn't have that high special defense. I'm probably gonna one-hit KO it. Charmeleon! You're on fire! Literally! Because your tail's on fire! Because I'm such a funny guy. I would say I'm such a fun guy, but I didn't catch a Paris. Are we gonna one-hit KO this thing, too? Oh my god, Charmeleon. Charmeleon OP, please nerf. Probably because I'm level 21. Okay, I'll share. Yeah, that's right. Charmeleon, give him that look. Give him that you better share or else look. We'll each take a fossil, no being greedy. Alright, so we get to pick a fossil. We have a choice between the Dome Fossil and the Helix Fossil. Dome Fossil will give us a Shit. We're not done with this dungeon quite yet, so I'm just gonna go ahead and... Actually, no. No. We're pretty much right at the end. I think there's no point in using a Repel. So Dome Fossil will give us Kabuto. Helix Fossil will give us Omanyte. Not gonna go over these Pokemon yet because it's gonna be a long time before we can actually revive these fossils and get the Pokemon from them. But, personal preference, I'm gonna pick the Dome Fossil. And he will take the Helix Fossil. Why do you get a Jingle? Why do we care if you get one? Far away on Cinnabar Island, there's a Pokemon lab. They do research on regenerating fossils. Are you kidding me, game? Are you kidding me? I pushed the up thing once. Once. I tapped the button and I run into you. I'm beginning to regret not using my repel now. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. I don't know why I bought Pokeballs. I haven't caught anything yet. I probably might want to catch a Clefairy because... I don't know. Another antidote. I might want to catch a Clefairy because this is going to be the last time... Well, not the last time. The only time... This is going to be... You're not going to be able to go to Mount Moon for a bit of a while. I'm going to spoil that for you. Once you get out of Mount Moon and you travel just slightly further, you won't be able to come back for just a little bit. So if you want to use Clefairy for your team, catch one now. I'll just say that. I'm not going to be using Clefairy on my team, so I'm just going to rush off to the end, and we made it to Route 4. The path between Mount Moon and Cerulean City. And we have just two guys who are having a good time. Having a good time. Having a good time. They're just two guys, and they're having a good time. Having a good time. Having a good time. Anyway, so... talk to you. A punch of roaring ferocity, packed with destructive power. When the chips are down, Mega Punch is the ultimate attack. You agree, yes? Now, let me teach it to your Pokemon. So, this is a move tutor. I don't know why I said no. This is a move tutor, so now you can learn Mega Punch. This move can only be learned once. Which Pokemon will learn it? So, we got 3 Pokemon that can learn it. Charmeleon, Mankey, and Pikachu. Don't think I'm going to teach them Mega Punch. You'll be back when you understand the work of Mega Punch. The worth. But let's talk to this guy. A kick of brutal ferocity, packed with destructive power. When you get right down to it, Mega Kick is the ultimate attack. Don't you agree? I'll teach it to your Pokemon. So, it's a competition between Mega Punch and Mega Kick. Personally, I think Mega Kick is better because it's stronger. It's got less PP and it's slightly less accurate, but I think the power trade-off is so much more worth it. So, I am going to teach Mega Kick to Charmeleon. Because why not? Look at that. 120 base power, but 75 base accuracy. I'm going to go for it, though. I'm gonna get rid of Smokescreen. Rest in peace, Smokescreen. We knew you well. Now we are soulmates in the way of kicking. You should run before you're seen by that deluded nitwit who trains only simple punching over there. Well, he already saw me. Run away! Anyway, so we have made it to Route 4, and there are 2 brand new Pokemon in this route that I will go over. Also, quick warning. Once you make this jump, you're stuck. Can't go back up. That's what I meant. Anyway, so I say we go over these new Pokemon really quickly. And, we're not gonna run into it yet, but I'll just talk about them. So, ladies and gentlemen, our very first example of version exclusives, meaning if you're playing a specific version, you will run into that specific Pokemon. But if you're playing the other version, you'll run into that Pokemon. So if you're playing Fire Red version, you will run into Ekans. Ekans being a Poison-type Pokemon. Ekans is... I guess it's alright. It's a pretty interesting Pokemon. You know, I guess it's got a little bit of a niche. Its abilities are pretty polarized. You've got Intimidate, and then you got Shed Skin, which do completely different things. Ekans' move pool is not the greatest. In this game, at least. You know, it doesn't have all the options that it gets in later games. And I guess when evolved into Arbok, I guess its stats are alright, but it's... I don't know. Arbok is... It's better than, you know, I'm making it sound. But honestly, Arbok is okay. It's not great. But if you want to catch an Ekans and you're playing Fire Red, go right ahead. I just, you know, I don't really see it being that much useful after maybe the 2nd or 3rd gym. I don't know, maybe 4th. We'll see. Maybe I'm being a little bit too hard on Arbok here. But yeah, Arbok's okay. Anyway, and if you're playing Leaf Green, you will instead find Sandshrew here. Now we can finally catch Sandshrews. Sandshrew being the ground-type Pokemon, having very high physical defense, very respectable physical attack, and not much else really. It's not that fast. I guess its HP is alright, and obviously special stats are bad. Sandslash's move pool, it's weird. I don't know. It doesn't learn that many ground-type moves on its own yet. It doesn't learn Earthquake naturally. I think the only ground-type move it learns naturally is Sand Tomb, which isn't that powerful. So that's my main problem with Sandshrew and its evolved form Sandslash. Its move pool is lacking. It leaves more to be desired. It leaves more to be desired, to be perfectly honest. Anyway, so those are the 2 new Pokemon that you can find here in Route 4. And once we head to the east, we've made it to Cerulean City. Man, we've come a long way. We've come quite a ways away from Pallet Town. We've made it to Cerulean City. As you can see, we've got a gym here. We will be checking that gym out. Not in the next episode, But later on, the next episode, actually, we're going to explore Cerulean a bit, and we're going to head to the north, because there's something up north for us. I'm just going to make sure I go here. Yeah, there's something up north. There's a route up north for us here. So we're going to check that out. We're going to talk about some new Pokemon we can catch. We're going to train up a little bit, and yep, that's going to be the agenda for the next episode. But for now, we are going to cut it here. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll be back with more Pokemon Fire Red.